Hello, everyone, and namaste. I'm Diwas Shrestha. I'm the marketing manager at Adhyayan School and also your host for today. I'd like to welcome you all to today's webinar on coping with pandemic for students and parents. This webinar is organized by Adhyayan School, Leapfrog Technology, and Kanti Children's Hospital. It would not be possible without their help and support. As we all know, it's been 67 days of lockdown so far, and we understand that people are anxious, stressed, and want to know how to cope with it. This webinar is for everyone, all ages, and especially for students and parents, to help them understand about COVID-19, including queries and safety measures, to understand mental health needs of children and adolescents during this crisis, such as behavior, physical and emotional needs, to recognize signs of psychological distress needing specialized help, and also to enhance ways to cope with stress during crisis. Our guest speaker for today's webinar is Mr. Rampukar, who is a clinical psychologist at Kanti Children's Hospital and has 10 years of experience in teaching. He has also worked at Metro Kathmandu Hospital. He has specialized training in child and adolescent psychiatry at National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences from India. He has done his MPhil from Teaching Hospital and also a PhD scholar. He'll be addressing the topic and also respond to your questions that are submitted in advance as well as questions that are posted during the webinar. The Q&A session will be after the presentation at the end for 30 minutes. So please feel free to ask questions related to the topic using the chat box at the bottom of the screen. We already have a lot of questions submitted prior to the webinar, so we'll try to go through as many as possible. We're also live on Adhyayan School's Facebook page and YouTube channel. So if you'd like to ask questions regarding the topic via these platforms, please do so. And if you'd like the recording of the webinar, you can get it on our Facebook page and YouTube channel after the session. Before starting, I'd like to request you all to please turn off your mic for smooth running of the webinar. So thank you so much for joining us today, Mr. Shah, to present on this very important topic. Really appreciate you being here. So now I will hand over to you and invite you to share your presentation and chat with everyone who's joining us today. Mr. Shah, over to you.
Thank you, Leapfrog and the host for giving me this opportunity to share what knowledge or whatever experience that I have gone so far. So it's great to see a healthy participant. I would like to welcome all of you and warm good afternoon to all of you. So without delaying much of the time, we'll just start our session for today. And if anyone has any kind of confusion, questions, please feel free to put it on the chat box. And at the end, we'll be having our question answer session and discussion where you can feel free to ask any sort of questions, confusions. And with all the permission, I would like to start my session. So if all of you are ready, so shall we start our session? Sorry. All right, so here we are. I'll be taking mixed method. I'll use two languages, Nepali and English. So आज हामी चाहिँ विशेष गरी चाहिँ यो पेन्डेमिक मा चाहिँ कसरी हामी आफू र आफ्नो बच्चाहरूलाई चाहिँ कसरी हामी यस्तो तनावपूर्ण वातावरण जुन अहिलेको कोभिड-19 ले गर्दा आएको छ त्यसलाई हामीले कसरी न्यूनीकरण गर्न सक्छौं भन्ने बारेमा हामी कुरा गर्न जाँदैछौं। सो त्यसमा बेसिकली आज हामीले यसमा चाहिँ विशेष हामीले कुरा गर्न लागेको चाहिँ ओके सो विशेष चाहिँ हामी अब कोरोना र पेन्डेमिक भनेको के हो, कोभिड-19 भनेको के हो त्यसको बारेमा हामी कुरा गर्छौं। त्यसपछि गएर चाहिँ त्यसको बारेमा जुन गलत हाम्रो मिसकन्सेप्सन अफवाहहरु छ, गलत जानकारीहरु छ त्यसको बारेमा हामी अलिकति सचेत हुन प्रयत्न गर्छौं। पेन्डेमिकले हामीलाई कसरी असर पार्छ र त्यो सँगसँगै तनाव कसरी आउँछ त हाम्रो जीवनमा, त्यसका लक्षणहरु कस्ता हुन्छन्, त्यसका व्यवस्थापन हामी कसरी गर्ने र अन्त्यमा हामीले प्रश्न उत्तरहरूको बारेमा हामी कुरा गर्नेछौँ। सो यसमा हाम्रो मूल उद्देश्य के हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ objective चाहिँ to help children and adolescents understand COVID-19, including queries and safety measures, to understand mental health needs of children and adolescents during this crisis, during their emotional, behavior, and physical symptoms, to enhance ways to cope with stress during crisis, and to recognize signs of psychological distress needing a specialized help. सो यसमा समग्रमा चाहिँ हामीले बच्चा र अभिभावक दुवैलाई चाहिँ अहिलेको कोभिडको बारेमा चाहिँ जुन जिज्ञासाहरू हुन्छन् र त्यसको लागि हामीले कसरी सुरक्षा लिन सक्छौँ भन्ने बारेमा कुरा गर्छौँ। त्यो सँगसँगै बच्चामा कस्ता खाले चाहिँ हाम्रो भावनात्मक, व्यवहारिक र शारीरिक लक्षणहरू हुन सक्छन्, त्यो लक्षणहरू कस्ता हुन्छन् त्यसका बारेमा हामी कुरा गर्नेछौँ, छलफल गर्छौँ। त्यो सँगसँगै चाहिँ हामी त्यसलाई अब न्यूनीकरण गर्नको लागि त्यसलाई चाहिँ अब सहजीकरण कसरी गर्ने भन्ने बारेमा हामी कोपिङ स्किलको कुराहरू गर्छौँ। अनि फेरि यदि एकदमै जरुरी भयो, एकदमै गाह्रो भयो भनेको अहिलेको जुन हामीले कुरा गर्छौँ त्यो सल्लाहहरू र प्रक्रियाहरूले मात्र गर्दाखेरि कम भएन, थप अझै प्रोफेसनल हेल्प नै चाहिन्छ भनेपछि के गर्ने, कसो गर्ने भन्ने बारेमा चाहिँ हामी यसमा आज चाहिँ छलफल गर्छौँ। सो सुरुमा चाहिँ अलिकति परिभाषामा जाउँ। सो पेन्डेमिक हामी सबैजनालाई अवगत नै छौँ, म यसमा धेरै डिटेलमा जाँदिनँ। चाहिँ म जाँदिनँ। अब यो विश्वभरि नै फैलिएको या वाइड एरियामा फैलिएको एकदमै ठुलो जनसङ्ख्यालाई चाहिँ हानि गर्नेलाई चाहिँ पेन्डेमिक भन्छ। यो चाहिँ हाम्रो WHO विश्व स्वास्थ्य सङ्गठनले चाहिँ 2019 यो डिसेम्बरतिरबाट चाहिँ थुप्रै देशहरूमा सुरु भयो। अलमोस्ट लाइक मोर देन 200 कन्ट्रिजमा चाहिँ एफेक्टेड भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो सुरु भयो। अनि त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ विशेष गरी जुन चाइनाको वुहान सिटीबाट चाहिँ हाम्रो कोरोना भन्ने भाइरस जुन चाहिँ नयाँ भाइरस हो त्यसकोले गर्दाखेरि मान्छेमा जुन फ्लू जस्तो लक्षण देखियो, रुगा खोकी ज्वरो, त्यसपछि चाहिँ बल्ल यो चाहिँ के भयो, पेन्डेमिक भनेर त्यसरी आयो। अब पेन्डेमिक भन्ने बित्तिकै अब हामी डिजास्टरसँग अलिकति अवगत हौँ। सो वी हेभ टु टाइप अफ डिजास्टर्स। बेसिकली इट्स वान इन नेचुरल, हामी वी अल नो द नेचुरल डिजास्टर। हामी नेपालीहरूले चाहिँ थुप्रै यो प्राकृतिक प्रकोपहरूमा चाहिँ जुझेर आएका छौँ, जस्तै भुइँचालो भयो 5 वर्ष अगाडि भुइँचालोको कुरा गरौँ। और लेट्स टक अबाउट अब बर्खाहरू सुरु भएको छ, पनौतीको समाचार हजुरलाई थाहा नै होला। त्यहाँ अब हाम्रो पनौतीमा अनि एक्ज्याक्टली पनौती अनि बनेपा, एक्ज्याक्टली बनेपामा चाहिँ पानी एक दिन पानी पर्न गएकोमा चाहिँ पुरै जलमग्न भएको अवस्था थियो। सो यो भनेको चाहिँ नेचुरल हाम्रो प्रकृतिले प्राकृतिक रूपले आएको विकट यो डिजास्टरहरू, आपद विपदहरू या प्रकोपहरूले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ ठुलो जनधनको लसहरू हुन्छ। त्यही सँगसँगै जस्तै मानव सृजन, जस्तै हामीले फेरि माओवादीको द्वन्द्वकालीनको 12 वर्षको पीडा छँदैछ। भुइँचालो सँगसँगै हामीले ब्लकेड नाकाबन्दीको पनि स्वाद चाखेकै छौँ। सो दिज आर लाइक म्यान मेड थिङ्स। यो सबैले गर्दाखेरि फेरि किन हामीलाई कस्तो असर पर्छ भन्दाखेरि यी सबैले डिस्ट्रक्सन ल्याउँछ एक रूपले, अरू रूपले। जस्तो आजभोलि अब हावाहुरी एकदमै गइरहेछ, हावाहुरीले गर्दाखेरि पनि हरेक दिन चट्टान लगाएर केही नभने 5-7 जनाको मृत्यु भइरहेको छ। सो त्यहाँ जीवनहरूकोमा असर पर्दैछन्, धनजनको क्षति हुँदैछ, लाइक प्रपर्टिजहरू, अब कहीँ आगो लाग्यो, जङ्गलहरू नै सखाप भयो। अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि समग्र एउटा समाजमा चाहिँ सामाजिक जुन रिलेसनसिप हुन्छ त्यसमा परिवर्तनशील आउँछ। सो यो कुराहरूमा चाहिँ डिरेक्टली और इन्डिरेक्टली यस्ता प्रकोपहरूले असर पार्छन्। सो अब अहिलेको सिचुएसन के छ त पेन्डेमिकले गर्दाखेरि? अब हेर्ने भन्दाखेरि मोर देन 50 लाख पिपल आर इन्फेक्टेड, मोर देन 3 लाख पिपल हेभ डाइड। तर मृत्यु दर त्यति धेरै भयवाहक छैन, जस्ट 2 to 3% डेटामा हेर्ने हो भने। नेपालको सिचुएसन हेर्ने हो भने हिजोसम्म 1212 जनामा चाहिँ इन्फेक्टेड भएको छ र 6 जनाको मृत्यु भएको छ। कम्पेयर गर्यौँ भने चाहिँ हाम्रो नेपालमा चाहिँ मृत्यु दर बाहिरको भन्दा एकदमै कम छ। सो नाउ मिसकन्सेप्सन कस्तो हुन्छ त? यसमा मैले आफैले 1-2 प्रश्नहरू राखेको छु, अन्त्यमा हामी फेरि प्रश्नहरू लिने गर्छौँ। सो व्हाट ह्यापन्स इन कोरोना भाइरस इज बेसिकली it is a virus that gets infected through your like sneezing like droplets, small droplets. यो चाहिँ हाम्रो जस्तै बच्चाहरूलाई बुझाउनु पर्यो भने चाहिँ बाहिर चाहिँ अब उमेर 6 वर्षको तल छ भने बाहिर चाहिँ अदृश्य शत्रुहरू छन् जो चाहिँ हामीलाई बिरामी बनाउनलाई कुरिराखेका छन् भनेर भन्छौँ। यदि 6 वर्षभन्दा माथि छौँ भने जस्तै हाम्रो टाउकोमा जुम्रा हुन्छ, त्यो जुम्रा चाहिँ एकबाट अर्कोबाट सर्या जस्तै यो भाइरस पनि सर्छ भनेर चाहिँ हामी बुझाउँछौँ। अनि फेरि यसले के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि हाम्रो सास प्रश्वासमा चाहिँ ठुलो क्षति गर्छ, बेसिकली लङ्सलाई एफेक्टेड गर्छ। अब यो असर कसरी पर्छ, हाउ डज इट गेट एफेक्टेड स्प्रेड? अब यो मान्छेबाट मान्छेको श्वास प्रश्वासबाट जान्छ, वस्तुबाट जान्छ, जहाँ जहाँ यसको छुवन हुन्छ, स्पर्श हुन्छ, त्यो सबै कुराहरू धातुहरूबाट पनि जान्छ। Can someone who is infected spread coronavirus if they do not have symptoms? Yes, of course. Those even if those people who doesn't have symptoms, but if they are infected, they can carry that virus. It's just like कि अघि नै जुम्राको एक्जाम्पल जस्तै नचिलाए पनि थाहा नभए पनि ओ मेरो टाउकोमा त जुम्रै छैन तर त्यहाँ भइसकेपछि अर्कोमा सर्या जस्तै हो। So what can children do to be safe? This is a very interesting thing which I always like to keep. We need to take care of our safety measures. So whenever we go out, make sure we are putting on mask, we are putting on gloves, and we are putting our cover our body and faces like spectacles if possible. बाहिर गइसकेपछि बाहिर जाँदाखेरि त्यो फेजमा चाहिँ तपाईहरु पटक पटक आफ्नो यो सालिभालाई चाहिँ थुकलाई निन्नु होला सो दैट त्यो लङ्समा नजाओस् यदि छिरेछ भने पनि। दोस्रो उपाय, तपाईहरु बाहिर जाँदै हुनुहुन्छ भने कृपया आफ्नो मुख अनुहारहरु चाहिँ नचलाउनु होला किनकि अध्ययनले के देखाएको छ भन्दाखेरि उनीहरु चाँडै छिर्ने भनेको मुख, आँखा, नाक अनि कान। सो हामीले चाहिँ सकेसम्म आफ्नो अनुहारलाई छोएनौं भने त्यो कीटाणुहरु यदि सर्या छ सामान्य किन्न गएछौं भने पनि बाहिर गएको छ भने हातमा मात्रै हुन्छ र घर आएपछि तुरुन्तै चाहिँ हामीले साबुन पानीले मिची मिची हात धुनुपर्छ। हात धुँदाखेरि के याद राख्नु पर्यो भन्दाखेरि हामीले ह्यापी बर्थडे टु यु भन्ने गीत गाउँछौं नि बच्चाहरूले, सो त्यो ह्यापी बर्थडे चाहिँ दुईचोटि आउँछ भने जस्तो हो। सो हामी ह्यापी बर्थडे टु यु भनेर रब गर्यो, फेरि बुढी औँलालाई रब गर्यो, यतापट्टिको पनि रब गर्यो, यो कुन्नालाई रब गर्यो, नेल्सलाई रब गर्यो। यसरी हामीले हात धोयौं भनेपछि अनि सेनिटाइजर पनि प्रयोग गर्नुहुन्छ भने त्यसरी नै राम्ररी मिची मिची लाउनु भयो भने हामी सुरक्षित हुन सक्छौं। So how do doctors test people for coronavirus? We have test kits. So from where we have like test where there is positive or negativity, and according to that we come to know कि त्यसमा चाहिँ हाम्रो positive छ भनेपछि कोरोना आयोस्, नेगेटिभ छ भने we are in safe zone. So how is coronavirus treated? अब यसको लागि अहिलेसम्म कुनै औषधि आइसकेका छैन, भ्याक्सिनको डेभलपमेन्ट हुँदैछ, but the doctors are trying or health professionals are trying different medicines. त्यसमा चाहिँ basically they are using this hot water. हामीले चाहिँ तातो तातो न्यानो न्यानो खानेकुराहरू चाहिँ बढी युज गर्दैछौँ किनकि यो फ्लू हो। फ्लू भनेको रुगा खोकी जस्तै हो। सो फ्लूलाई हामीले शरीरमा तातो तातो कुरा पठायो भने चाहिँ जुन कीटाणुहरू छ तिनीहरू चाहिँ मर्छन् र मरेपछि त्यसको संक्रमण पनि कम हुँदै जान्छ र हामी चाँडै निको हुन पुग्छौँ। सो यो चाहिँ मैले सामान्य केही क्वेशनहरू राखेका थिएँ। सो यसको बारेमा मिसकन्सेप्सन्सहरू चाहिँ धेरै हुन्छ भनेर त्यो चाहिँ नराखौँ। सो अब चाहिँ हामी महत्त्वपूर्ण पार्ट के छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब तनाव भने के हो त? सो व्हाट इज स्ट्रेस? सो बेसिकली स्ट्रेस इज द reaction people have due to excessive pressure or the other type of demand upon them. So it's basically it arises when they worry about what they can't cope. So whenever we have like something uncertainty, when see something uncertainty and the things we don't know what we have to do. So अहिलेको अवस्था कस्तो छ भन्दाखेरि अब यो लकडाउन कति बेलासम्म हुने हो, अब संसारमा के हुने हो, हाम्रो चाहिँ अब जातीय त्यो मनुष्य जातिमै अब लोप हुन्छ कि भन्ने विभिन्न खाले जुन यो शंकास्पद जुन आउँछ हामीमा त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हामीमा एक किसिमको चाहिँ तनाव लिएर आउँछ जुनसँग हामी जुझ्न सक्दैनौं, न्यूनीकरण गर्न सक्दैनौं, त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले स्ट्रेसको अवस्था भन्छौं। सो त्यो स्ट्रेसमा के हुन्छ त भन्दाखेरि stress is a wear and tear of our mind and bodies as we attend attempt to cope with our continuously changing environment. So हाम्रो जुन वातावरण छ त्यो वातावरणमा चाहिँ हामी कन्टिन्युअस चेन्ज भइरहेछ। जस्तै हामीले लकडाउनकै मोडालिटी हेर्ने हो भने सुरुमा एक हप्ता चाहिँ मेबी अब सबैजनाले अब आफ्नो लागि सामानहरू किनमेल गरेर ल्याउनु भयो, राख्नु भयो। त्यसपछि फेरि सकिन थाल्यो, अब बाहिर जाने नजाने भन्ने अन्य हुन थाल्छ। फेरि बाहिर जान थाल्यो, तरकारीहरू पाउँछ पाउँदैन इत्यादि। सो वातावरणमा कन्स्टेन्ट एउटा चेन्ज या परिवर्तन आउन थाल्यो। त्यस सँगसँगै सुरुमा नेपालको अब तेस्रो हप्तासम्म जम्मा 20-22वटा आई मिन 100वटा केस पनि पुगेको थिएन र गएको एक हप्तामै अब स्वाट्टै 1000भन्दा बढी पुग्यो। सो यसमा के भयो, अब वातावरणमा पनि परिवर्तन आउन थाल्यो। कतिजना फेरि बाहिर जानुपर्ने भयो, कतिजना भित्र आउनु पर्यो, काठमाडौँ भित्र र बाहिर जाने। सो यो कुराहरूले गर्दाखेरि फेरि के हुन्छ, तनाव आउँछ। अब तनाव साँच्चीकैमा यो कस्तो अवस्था हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ स्ट्रेस occurs when the pressure is greater than resource. Every individual has their own capacity and they have their own resources. हामी चाहिँ सबैजना आफ्नो समस्यालाई समाधान गर्नलाई पोख्त हुन्छौँ। So the psychologyमा चाहिँ हाम्रो थुप्रै थ्योरी छ, तर we have potential to solve our things on our own. It's just that we don't utilize it or we don't have that reach for our resources. So जुन बेला हामीसँग कुनै रिसोर्सको कमी आयो, लेट्स से जस्तै आज हाम्रो मिटिङ भयो, हामी अहिले अलमोस्ट लाइक 70 जना जति छौँ पार्टिसिपेन्टमा। यदि हामीसँग यो इन्टरनेट पनि नभइदिए भए, अब रिसोर्स भनेको अहिलेको हाम्रो रिसोर्स भनेको लिपफ्रग ज्यूले चाहिँ आई गेस लिपफ्रग अर्गनाइजेसनले चाहिँ हामीलाई टेक्निकल सपोर्ट गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ। हामीसँग अध्ययन स्कुल हुनुहुन्छ जसले यो एउटा प्लेटफर्म दिनुभयो। तर हामीसँग लिपफ्रग पनि छ, अध्ययन स्कुल पनि हुनुहुन्छ, तर बिचमा यो जुन इन्टरनेटको माध्यम छ त्यो भएन भने फेरि हामी एकअर्कासँग समन्वय या सञ्चारको we cannot communicate in simple language. So that may bring frustration that even if we want to talk to our school, our organization, we are not able to talk to them. So हामीमा रिसोर्सको कमी आयो। त्यो रिसोर्सको कमी आउने बित्तिकै there is some kind of frustrations. So which you might call it that stress is that scenario. Okay, so अब कोभिडले 19ले के गरेछ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ we have increased fear. Fear in the sense like what is going on. Anxiety भनेको continuous worry that what will happen. अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ निन्द्रामा समस्या आउने। धेरैजनाले भन्नुहुन्छ हामीलाई निन्द्रा लागेन, डर लाग्न थाल्यो, चिन्ता हुन थाल्यो, अब के हुन्छ कसो हुन्छ भनेर। अनि थाक्ने, यो थाक्ने अनुभूति चाहिँ सबै कुरा गर्दा गर्दै पनि शरीरले जाँगर नदिए जस्तो चाँडै नै थाक्ने, एकदमै निराश हुने, निराश भएर अनि then there is like affected to the so many people and there are like so many people in quarantine. नेपालमा 1 लाख भन्दा बढी मान्छे चाहिँ अहिले एक्टिभ फेजमा क्वारेन्टाइनमा या आइसोलेसनमा हुनुहुन्छ नेपालमा मात्रै, बाहिरको कुरा छोडिदिउँ। सो यो सबैले गर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ, एउटा भयको वातावरण सृजना गर्छ। अब हामी तपाईले समाचार पढेकै होला, जस्तै कतिवटा ठाउँमा अब स्कुलहरू नै अब भत्काउन थाल्ने। अब जस्तै एउटा कुन चाहिँ गाविसमा जनप्रतिनिधि र अरू जनता लिएर क्वारेन्टाइनमा गएर झगडा गर्ने। सो यो कुराहरू चाहिँ किन आउँछ भन्दाखेरि अब त्यहाँ तनावहरू बढी हुन थाल्छ। सो पेन्डेमिक इज रियर एन्ड इम्प्याक्ट्स ग्लोबली। इट्स नट लाइक हामी एक्लै छैनौँ यसमा है, नेपाल मात्र एउटा देश जहाँ चाहिँ कोरोना मात्र भित्र्या होइन। अघि नै हामीले कुरा गरिसक्यौँ, यो संसारभरि फैलिसकेको छ, अलमोस्ट 200 भन्दा बढी कन्ट्रीहरूमा चाहिँ छ। तर यस्तो अवस्थामा डराउनु आत्तिनु चाहिँ यो एबनर्मल सिचुएसनमा चाहिँ कमन रियाक्सन हो। सो फियर एन्ड एन्जाइटी टु सच एबनर्मल सिचुएसन इज अ कमन रियाक्सन. Mostly it is not sign of mental illness but normal reaction to abnormal situation. It's like we have like the situation is not favorable for us but our life is not horrible. We're not in like something called hell or we that life is at end होइन भन्न खोजेको। हाम्रो जीवनमा चाहिँ एउटा अप्ठ्यारो परिस्थितिको सृजना भएको हो, जीवनको अन्त्य भएको होइन नि त। सो दिस इज लाइक यो असामाजिक ठाउँमा चाहिँ यस्तो डराउनु आत्तिनु भनेको स्वाभाविक हो है। अनि स्वाभाविक किन हो भन्दाखेरि अहिले वातावरण नै असहज छ नि त। सो हामी अलिअलि डराउनु, अलिअलि लाइक डर हुनु चिन्ता हुनु भनेको मानसिक रोग होइन है, यो चाहिँ सामान्य रियाक्सन हो तर असहज परिस्थितिको लागि। सो अब तनाव कति किसिमका हुन्छन् त? सो वी हेभ टु टाइप्स अफ स्ट्रेस। एउटा चाहिँ पोजिटिभ स्ट्रेस। सो स्ट्रेसको पनि पोजिटिभिटी छ है। So stress occurs when your level of stress is high enough to motivate you to move into action to get things accomplished. जस्तै अब हाम्रो बच्चाहरूलाई या हामी आफैलाई पनि हेऱ्यौँ भने कतिचोटि यो सिम्पल एक्जाम्पल, एक्जाम भएको बेलामा बच्चाहरू के कति मेहनत गरेर पढ्छन्, रातरातिभरि पढिरहेका हुन्छन्, या हाम्रो भोलि केही डेडलाइनहरू छ भने हामी पनि एकदम फाइलहरू मिलाउँछौँ, जागर गर्छौँ। और हाम्रो यो अहिले भर्खरैको यो लिपुलेक कालापानी अनि लिपुलेक कालापानी र लिम्पिया धुराको जुन अहिले कुरा चर्किया थियो, सबैजनाले चाहिँ डकुमेन्ट कनेक्सनको लागि सबैजनाले चाहिँ मोटिभेट भएको थियो, देश नै एकजुट भएको थियो। तनाव त थियो नि, अब हामीलाई दिन्छ दिँदैन, तर हामीले प्रमाण सङ्कलन गर्नलाई कमी राखेनौँ। सो द्याट्स लाइक पोजिटिभ स्ट्रेस। सो तनावले नेगेटिभ मात्र लिँदैन, पोजिटिभ पनि हुन्छ। नेगेटिभ कुन बेला हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ negative stress occurs when the level of stress is either too high or too low that our body and mind begins to respond negatively to the stressor. जस्तै अब हामी यहाँ दुईटा पिक्चर पनि राखेको छु मैले। सो यहाँनिर चाहिँ तनाव भए पनि एकदम मजाले काम गरिरहेछ, अर्कोतिर चाहिँ पुरा ह्यामर लिएर चाहिँ अब टुटाल्ने फुटाल्ने जस्तै गरिरहेछ। सो द्याट्स लाइक हाउ वी क्यान सेपरेट। अब हाम्रो पोजिटिभ स्ट्रेस कसरी थाहा पाउने त? सो यसमा बेसिकली stress can also have a positive effect, motivational to awareness, and it helps us to cope up with our challenging environment. So यसमा कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो यो यहाँ हरियो कलर देखिन्छ सबैजनालाई। यो अवस्थामा चाहिँ तनाव भए पनि हामी काम बस्छौँ र हाम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स पनि राम्रो हुन्छ। कहिलेकाहीँ यो तनाव बढ्यो भनेपछि जबसम्म हामी ह्यान्डल गर्न सक्छौँ, जस्तै राति राति उठेर पढ्न सक्यौँ भनेपछि पढ्न सक्ने बेलासम्म पर्फर्मेन्स राम्रो हुन्छ, रिजल्ट पनि राम्रो आउँछ। तर आत्यौँ त्योभन्दा आफूले सहन सक्ने भन्दा बढी भयो भनेपछि बिगारतिर जान्छ बल्ल। त्यो चाहिँ नेगेटिभ स्ट्रेस भयो। त्यो भयो भने अब डरले गर्दाखेरि पढ्नै नसक्ने, एक्जाम भयो क्वेसन पेपर हातमा आउने बित्तिकै बिर्सिने, ल अब भोलि आफूले सबै तयारी गरेर गएछ, बसले अब के भन्ने हो, इत्यादि कुराहरू। सो अब कस्तो कस्तो खाले तनावहरू हुन्छन् त? सो हामीसँग दुईटा प्रकारको तनावहरू, तनावको कारकहरू, स्ट्रेसर्सहरू भन्छौँ। त्यसमा बेसिकली फिजिकल इन्भाइरोमेन्ट। अब इन्भाइरोमेन्ट कस्तो छ, हल्ला गुल्ला छ कि दिनभरि ग्याउ ग्याउ ग्यौँ ग्यौँ छ भने मान्छेलाई तनाव त हुने भयो। या भनौँ अहिलेको अवस्था भनौँ, बाहिर निस्किनलाई हामी सबैलाई प्रतिबन्धित छ। बाहिर निस्क्यो भने पुलिसले अब सुरक्षाकर्मीले हाम्रै लागि भन्नुहुन्छ नबस्नुहोस्। अब त्यो गर्दाखेरि हामी घरमै बाँधिदिनलाई एक किसिमको चाहिँ कहाँ जाने के गर्ने हुनसक्छ। सोसियल इन्टरेक्सन अगेन, अहिलेको अवस्थामा हामी सबैलाई थाहा छ बाहिर भेटघाट गर्न गाह्रो छ, कसलाई कुन रोग लागेको छ भन्ने थाहा नहुन सक्छ। सो हाम्रो सोसियल कमी भयो भनेपछि फेरि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि तनाव आउन सक्छ। अर्गनाइजेसनल, जस्तै डेडलाइन्सहरू, जस्तै अब अहिले स्कुल जान पाएको छैन बच्चाहरूले, पढ्न पाएको छैन, सिक्न पाएको छैन, और पढाउँदा पढाउँदै जस्तै टिचरहरूले चाहिँ भनौँ न एकदमै धेरै होमवर्क दिनुभयो, कोही कोही अब होमवर्क गरेनलाई डेडलाइन्स भयो, प्रोजेक्ट वर्कहरू भयो, या हामी काममा जाँदैछौँ भने भोलि हामीलाई कति मिटिङहरू गर्नुपर्ने छ, टाइमहरू दिएका छौँ। या मेजर लाइफ इभेन्ट्स भनौँ, जस्तै भर्खर बिहे भएको छ, छोराछोरी हुनुहुन्छ, या प्रेग्नेन्ट हुनुभएको छ, अरू भनौँ कसैको अब पास्नी वर्तमान या मृत्यु नै भएको छ। डेली ह्यासल्स, दिन प्रतिदिनको दौडधुपहरू, अब अहिले उपभोग्य सामानहरू पाउन छोडिएका छन्। अब त्यो कुराहरूले गर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ, दिज आर लाइक स्ट्रेस एक्सटर्नल फ्याक्टर द्याट क्यान कज अस स्ट्रेस। इन्टरनल भनेको हामी भित्र आफ्नोले कसरी निर्णय गर्छौँ त? लाइफस्टाइल चोइसेस, हामी कस्तो जीवन बाँच्न चाहन्छौँ, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ लाइफस्टाइल चोइसमा बेसिकली अब यो माल अडप्टिभ कोपिङ भन्छौँ हामीले। यसमा जस्तै कुलतमा जानु, धेरै कफी खानु, चियाहरू एकदमै धेरै सेवन गर्नु, लेट्स से स्मोकिङ ड्रिङ्किङ ह्याबिटहरू हुनसक्छ। बच्चाहरू पनि आजभोलि जस्तै एडल्सेन्समा हामीले थुप्रै जस्तै सानो सानो कुरामा हातहरू काट्ने, रिसाउने, सामान फोड्ने, सो इट्स लाइक रुने, कराउने होइन, टेम्पर ट्यान्ट्रम भन्छौँ हामीले। लाइफस्टाइल चोइसेस भयो। नेगेटिभ सेल्फ टक भनेको चाहिँ हामीले आफूसँग नकारात्मक कुराहरू गर्ने। यो चाहिँ जुन बेला हामीलाई बढी तनाव हुन्छ त्यो बेला चाहिँ हामीमा नकारात्मक सोचहरू बढी आउँछ। सो जे कुरा पनि हामी नकारात्मक हेर्छौँ, ओहो अब त संसारै ध्वस्त हुन थाल्यो। हामी सबैलाई थाहा होला कि यो एउटा भाइरस हो, यसले धेरै ज्यान लिएको छैन, लिएको पनि छैन, संसार ध्वस्त पनि हुँदैन। तर हामीमा नकारात्मक सोचहरू पटक पटक आउन सक्छन्। अब संसार ध्वस्त हुन्छ, मेरो के होला, जीवन सकिएला इत्यादि कुराहरू। माइन्ड ट्र्याप्स, यो चाहिँ फेरि त्यो नेगेटिभ स्टेटमा गएपछि चाहिँ अब हाम्रो चाहिँ सोचमा बिगार आउन थाल्छ। हरेक मान्छेको सोच्ने बुझ्ने तरिकाहरू फरक छ। यसलाई चाहिँ हामी एबिसी भनेर हामी छुट्याउँ। ए भनेको चाहिँ हाम्रो भावनाहरू, अफेक्ट भन्छौँ। बी भनेको व्यवहार, बिहेभियर। सी भनेको कग्निसन, हाम्रो सोच्ने प्रक्रिया। सो जुन बेला हरेक मनुष्यको चाहिँ एबिसी हुन्छ, भावना हुन्छ, त्यसपछि व्यवहार गर्छौँ अनि सोच्छौँ। हरेक मान्छेको चाहिँ फरक फरक खालको आफ्नो सोच्ने बुझ्ने क्षमता हुन्छ। तर यदि यो एबिसीमा बिगार आयो भनेपछि त्यो बिगार आउनुको कारण एउटा चाहिँ माइन्ड ट्र्याप्स हुन्छ, सोच्ने सम्झिन्छ। त्यहाँ सोचमा बिगार आयो भनेपछि हामीले जस्तै हरियो चस्मा लगायो भने सबै कुरा हरियो देखे जस्तै नकारात्मक सोचले अब आँखामा पट्टी लगायो भने जे कुरा पनि नेगेटिभ हुन्छ। जस्तै मम्मीले अब जाउँ त बाबु दुध लिएर आऊ भन्यो भने दुध ल्याउने, म मात्र घरमा काम गर्ने, आफू चाहिँ गर्नु छैन, उदाहरणलाई जस्तो हुनसक्छ। जहिले मलाई मात्र काम गराउने, भाइ छ त, बहिनी छ त, आई मिन लाइक त्यो चाहिँ नेगेटिभ स्टेटमा हुन्छ। अनि त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ माइन्ड ट्र्याप्समा हामी फस्यो भने झन् बढी तनाव हुन्छ। अर्को चाहिँ व्यक्तित्व। सो अघि भने जस्तो हामीमा चाहिँ यदि सबैको व्यक्तित्व फरक हुन्छ, कोही कोही चाहिँ एकदम सहनशीलता भएको हुन्छ। अब लेट मी टेल यु दिस, हाम्रो नेपालीहरूको फेरि सहनशीलता चाहिँ अलिक अरूभन्दा कम्पेरिटिभली हाई छ। सो सहनशीलता हाई भएको बेलामा चाहिँ सानो कुराहरूले असर पार्दैन। जस्तै कतिजना यस्तो मान्छेहरू हुनुहुन्छ जसलाई चाहिँ अहिलेको कोभिडले केही पनि असर नगरेको होला, तर कतिजनालाई छ कोभिडको जस्तो ठुलो महामारी पनि चाहिँदैन, सानो कुराले पनि थुप्रै असर पार्छ। कोही कोही चाहिँ एकदम संवेदनशील हुनुहुन्छ, सो कोही कोही चाहिँ एकदम बलियो हुनुहुन्छ। सो बलियो भन्नाले चाहिँ व्यक्तित्वमा हो। सो कोही कोहीलाई चाहिँ अलिकति घोच्यो भने पनि दुख्ने, कसैलाई चाहिँ बेसी घोच्यो पनि नदुख्ने, जस्तो चाहिँ व्यक्तित्व पनि त्यस्तै फरक फरक हुन्छ। कसलाई के कुराले कतिको असर पार्छ भन्ने बारे चाहिँ हामी ठ्याक्क थाहा पाउन सक्दैनौँ। सो त्यस्तै गरेर अब हाम्रो असर केमा पर्छ त? अब यो सबैजनाले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ पिक्चर, इज इट क्लियर? सो च्याट बक्स या कसैले माइक अन गरेर भने पनि हुन्छ। यो पिक्चर देखिन्छ? ओके, सो आई गेस यस।
यस,
थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच सर। अब यसमा शरीरमा हामी हेरौँ, यो कार्टुन एउटा एकदमै इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कार्टुन छ। पहिला सुरु अब हाम्रो सबैजनाको यो मस्तिष्क भयो। सो यहाँनिर चाहिँ जहिले पनि के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि टाउको दुख्ने, अलिकति अब भारी भए जस्तो हुने, सरी ओके, टाउको दुख्ने, के नराम्रो भए जस्तो सोचहरू आउने, त्यसपछि घाँटीमा गयो भने केही अड्क्या जस्तो हुने, मुटु ढुकढुक ढुकढुक गर्ने, होइन, त्यसपछि काम्ने ओर्ने हुने, जस्तो काम्न थाल्ने, बेहोस होला जस्तो हुने, खुट्टाहरू लडबडिने, लड्खिने, यिनीहरू चाहिँ नेगेटिभ इम्प्याक्ट भयो। भनेको अब मांसपेशीहरू तन्किने, खुम्चिने, टाउको दुख्ने, सास फेर्न गाह्रो हुने, अनि घाँटीमा केही अड्क्या जस्तो अनुभव हुने, एकदमै मुटुको धड्कनहरू एकदम छिटो छिटो बढेर आउने, काम्न थाल्ने, बेहोस हुन्छु कि जस्तो हुने, रिङ्गटा लाग्ने, खुट्टाहरू लडबडिने। अब यो तपाईँहरूको बच्चा या तपाईँहरूलाई पनि हुनसक्छ, त्यो अहिले हामी कुरा गरौँला। तर यो चाहिँ लक्षणहरू हो। हामीले कसरी थाहा पाउने त? हाम्रो शरीरमा चाहिँ अब तनावको चाहिँ असर बढी भयो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो पिक्चर तपाईँले सम्झिनु भयो भने मस्तिष्कदेखि खुट्टासम्म यदि कसैलाई कुनै रोग छैन, अरू कुनै रोग छैन, जस्तै डायबिटिज या भनौँ अरू मुटुको रोग या भनौँ न अरू ठुलै रोगहरू नभएको बेला अवस्थामा सामान्यतया यदि यी लक्षणहरू देखिन्छ भने यो चाहिँ तनावले गर्दा हो भनेर हामीले बुझ्नुपर्छ। सो अब यसले कहाँ प्रब्लम ल्याउँछ त बेसिकली? सो यहाँ प्रब्लम हामीलाई कहाँ ल्याउँछौँ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ प्रब्लम विथ फिलिङ्स, इमोसन्स। हामीले उदास फिल गर्छौँ। जस्तै सुरुमा त एकदम खुसी भयो, हो लकडाउन भयो, अब हाम्रो स्कुल पनि जानु पर्दैन, बच्चाहरू घरमै बस्छौँ, सबैजना सँगै बस्छौँ, आहा कस्तो राम्रो भनेर बस्छौँ होला। त्यसपछि अब अर्को हप्ता चाहिँ फेरि ल त्यही परिवार त्यही घर, अब चाहिँ ल कहाँ जाने, के गर्ने, खाना पनि सकिन लाग्यो, अब बाहिर जाने पैसा पनि सकिन लाग्यो, अनि त्यसपछि रिस उठ्न थाल्छ। सो अब के गर्ने भनेर थाहा छैन, रिसाउन थाल्ने, सानो कुरामा झर्किने, कहिलेकाहीँ रुन मन लाग्छ, कहिलेकाहीँ एकदम डर लाग्छ, छटपट्टि हुन्छ। यो चाहिँ हाम्रो भावनात्मक सोचहरू हो। सरी भावनात्मक लक्षणहरू। त्यस्तै शरीरमा चाहिँ अघि भने जस्तो हाम्रो जस्तै बच्चाहरू हामी आफैलाई पनि टाउको दुख्ने, पेट दुख्ने, जिउ हातहरू गलेको जस्तो हुने, दुख्न थाल्ने, सिउले जस्तो घोच्या जस्तो अनुभव हुने, बेहोसै हुने कतिजना, जसै काम नथाल्ने, अनि यो एकदमै शरीर ललाक लुलुक हुने, अनि सबैभन्दा महत्त्वपूर्ण थाहा पाउने चाहिँ हाम्रो निन्द्रा र भोक। सो हाम्रो समस्या कहाँबाट सुरु हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ भावनात्मक शारीरिक भयो, तर त्यो सँगसँगै निन्द्रा र भोक, यो चाहिँ बायोलोजिकल लक्षण भन्छौँ हामीले। त्यसमा चाहिँ हाम्रो के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि निन्द्रामा समस्या हुन थाल्छ। सो जस्तै निन्द्रा नलाग्ने हुनसक्छ, कसैलाई लाग्यो भने पनि चाँडै बिउजिने हुनसक्छ, या सुत्नलाई नै जस्तै सुत्यो एकछिनपछि उठ्यो फेरि बिउज्यो फेरि सुत्यो, मेन्टेनेन्स नहुने, सो इत्यादि हुनसक्छ। खानपानमा कसैलाई भोकै नलाग्न सक्छ, भोक नलाग्यो भने त्यो छुट्टै कुरा भयो। फेरि अर्को चाहिँ चाहिने भन्दा बढी खान थाल्ने, हाम्रोमा त्यसलाई चाहिँ इटिङ डिसअर्डर भन्छ। कोपिङ मेकानिजम हो, अलिकति डर लाग्यो खाइदिइहाल्ने, त्यसमा पनि धेरै खाने। सो यो दुइटै भनेको चाहिँ फेरि लक्षणहरू चाहिँ गाह्रो लक्षण हो है, बुझ्ने भनेर बुझ्नु पर्यो। अब व्यवहारमा कस्तो हुन्छ त? सो हामीले अघि नै भावनात्मक कुरा गऱ्यौँ, शारीरिक कुरा गऱ्यौँ, खाना निन्द्राको पनि कुरा गऱ्यौँ, अनि अब व्यवहारमा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि हामी एक्लै बस्न रुचाउन थाल्छौँ, रिसाउन थाल्छौँ, तोडफोड हुन सक्छ कहिलेकाहीँ, एकदमै भनेको कुरा चाँडै नै चाहिने, जस्तै बच्चाहरूमा यो पेसेन्स नहुने, or let's say we cannot have patience or we cannot tolerate, we need it very fast, you know. So we demanding behavior बढ्ने, मम्मी भोक लाग्यो भनेपछि भोक लाग्यो, like maybe if I want this I want it now भने जस्तो हुनसक्छ। प्रब्लम्स इन स्लिपिङ एन्ड इटिङ अघि नै कुरा गरिसक्यौँ। क्लिन्जिङ एन्ड डिपेन्डिङ बिहेभियर्स, जे कुरा पनि मम्मी जहाँ जानुभयो, बाबा जहाँ जानुभयो त्यही पछाडि पछाडि आउने, अझै खुवाइदिनु पर्ने इत्यादि कुराहरू। डिक्रिज इन्ट्रेस्ट इन प्लेइङ एन्ड इङ्गेजमेन्ट इन प्लेफुल एक्टिभिटिज, पहिला जे कुरामा रुचि आउँथ्यो बच्चाहरूलाई त्यो कुराहरूमा नगर्ने, जस्तै पहिला उसलाई एकदम खेल्न मन लाग्ने, ड्रइङहरू मजाले गर्ने भनेपछि अहिले चाहिँ गर्ने रुचि नगर्ने, होमवर्क्सहरू गर्न नमान्ने, लेट्स चाहिँ अनलाइन क्लासेस छ भने, अनि एकदम उदास भएर बस्ने, रुने, अर त्यही स्कुलहरू जान नमान्ने कुरा। अब अहिले त स्कुल छैन, अनलाइन क्लासेसमै भनौँ न, त्यो पनि नमान्ने। यो चाहिँ हाम्रो फेरि एबिसीमै बुझ्यौँ भने भावना, व्यवहार र सोचमा असर पार्छ। सो त्यो तिनटै कुरा व्यवहारमा, अनि फेरि शारीरिक लक्षणहरू पनि याद राख्नु पर्यो, बडीली सिम्पटमहरू भनेर। सो म्यानेजमेन्ट कसरी गर्ने त बेसिकली? सो म्यानेजमेन्टमा हामी चाहिँ बेसिकली सिम्पल मेथडमा जान्छौँ। फर्स्ट थिङ इज लेट्स ह्याभ आवर हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल। हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल भनेको ठुलो केही गर्न लागेको होइन, विल गो भेरी सिम्पल थिङ। सिम्पल थिङमा पनि के हो त भन्दाखेरि पहिला लेट्स फिक्स आवर रुटिन, वाट वी वान्ट टु डु। अघि नै हामीले कुरा गरे जस्तो चाहिँ अब मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ अनिश्चितता भयो, इफ देयर इज लाइक अनसर्टेनिटी टु आवर ब्रेन, देन आवर स्ट्रेस गोज अप। सो अघि नैको हामीले पिक्चर्सहरू वी हेभ सिन इनफ। सो टु डिक्रिज द्याट, लेट्स फिड आवर ब्रेन द इन्फर्मेसन वाट वी आर गोइङ टु डु टुमोरो। हाम्रो मस्तिष्कलाई चाहिँ जानकारी दिनु पर्यो हामी के गर्दैछौँ त भोलि, होइन। अब हामीले कुरा त गरिसक्यौँ कि गाह्रो अवस्था छ, यो छ त्यो छ, इट्स फाइन, but it's not the end of the life, it's just the situation. So त्यो सिचुएसनलाई कन्ट्रोल गर्नलाई हामी के गर्न सक्छौँ भन्दाखेरि हामीले के गर्नुपर्ने छ त, ल केही नभयो भने हामी सुत्नु पर्यो, खान पर्यो, अलिअलि घरको कामहरू होला, अब तरकारी सरकारी ल्याउनु छ भने त्यो गरौँ, एक्सर्साइज गरौँ। सो यो कुरालाई चाहिँ हामी रुटिनमा राख्यौँ भने त्यहाँनिर हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल फलो हुन्छ बेसिकली। त्यही भएर बिहान कति बजे उठ्ने त, त्यो उठ्ने बेलामा चाहिँ सुत्ने र उठ्ने टाइम फिक्स गरौँ, एउटा रुटिन राखौँ। ल म 10 बजे सुत्छु, बिहान 6 बजे उठ्छु, फेयर इनफ। होइन म 11 बजे सुत्छु, म 8 बजे उठ्छु या 7 बजे उठ्छु, इट्स फाइन इनफ। अहिले अफिस जान हतार छैन, स्कुल पुर्याउनलाई हतार छैन। सो लेट्स चाहिँ म चाहिँ 9 बजे सुत्छु, बिहान 5 बजे उठ्छु, व्यायामहरू गर्छु, इट्स फेयर इनफ। इट डिपेन्ड्स अन every individual, the way they want to sleep. The main thing is let's have our sleeping and waking उठ्ने र सुत्ने टाइम चाहिँ फिक्स होस्। Let's have our fixed routine. यसमा मेक स्योर हाम्रो नेपाली खाना चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो छ। हामी केही नहो भने 4 टाइम खान्छौँ, बिहान चिया खान्छौँ, माम खान्छौँ, खाजा खान्छौँ, फेरि राति खान्छौँ। हाम्रो खाने प्रक्रिया चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो छ। त्यही भएर त्यो स्लिप र खानालाई चाहिँ एकदम मेन्टेन गर्नुपर्छ। भोक लागे नि नलागे नि थोरै चाहिँ भित्र जानु पर्यो। अब हामीले खाँदै खाएनौँ भने यो शरीरलाई त ऊर्जा चाहिन्छ, ऊर्जा भएन भने फेरि तनावले त घेर्छ, चेप्छ। अब यसलाई यसरी बुझौँ, जस्तै हामीसँग एउटा अब अहिले मोबाइल छ, मोबाइलमा चार्ज सकियो भने के हुन्छ त, जति घोच्यो भने पनि चल्दैन क्यारे। सो त्यसलाई फेरि चलाउनको लागि त चार्ज गर्नु पर्यो। त्यस्तै खानाले हामीलाई ऊर्जा दिन्छ भनेको इट गिभ्स अस एनर्जी। सो इफ यु नट एनर्जेटिक इनफ वी आर हेल्पलेस, सो वी क्यान नट हेल्प। सो हेल्पलेस झन् धेरै भयो भनेपछि हामी बिरामी हुने चान्सेस बढ्यो, फेरि नकारात्मक सोचहरू आउने बढ्ने भयो, हामीलाई झन् रिस उठ्न थाल्ने भयो, भावनामा नियन्त्रण नहुन थाल्यो। सो विल बी मोर विकर। अनि खाना र निन्द्रा ब्यालेन्स भएपछि चाहिँ थर्ड थिङ इज अबाउट एक्सर्साइज. We all need to have a regular exercise, no matter what you need to do. You don't need to go and hit the gym, or don't need to go and lift heavy things, or you need to go jogging, running, athletic बनाउनलाई होइन क्या हामी। Exercise भनेको it's simply that your muscles gets the movement. हाम्रो शरीरको जुन यो बडीको ढाँचा छ, मासु छ, हड्डी छ, अनि फेरि नसाहरू छ, त्यसको तालमेल चाहिँ फिजिकली एक्टिभ होस्। त्यसको लागि हामी दौडिन पर्छ, जिम जानुपर्छ, भारी उठाउनु पर्छ भन्ने चाहिँ गलत धारणा छ। एक्सर्साइज भनेको तपाईँ सिम्पली हिँड्नुहुन्छ, यहाँबाट उफ्रिनु भयो, बस्नु भयो, फेरि उठ्नु भयो भने तपाईँको मासुहरू चल्यो नि, त्यति भए पुग्यो। सो जस्तो सुकै तपाईँ एक्सर्साइज गर्नुहोस्। अब अहिले हाम्रो नेपाली समाजमा जस्तो योगाको एकदमै ठुलो चलन छ, द्याट्स भेरी नाइस। होइन, म फिजिकल एक्टिभिटिज गर्छु, अलिकति पुसअपहरू गर्छु, अर हातहरू चलाउँछु, इट्स नाइस। केही छैन, म डोरी खेल्छु, फाइन इनफ। केही नभयो भने अब हाम्रो यहाँ काठमाडौँमा हुनुहुन्छ या काठमाडौँ बाहिर हुनुहुन्छ भने बगैँचाहरू हुन्छ, बारीहरू हुन्छ, गएर गुडमेल गर्ने हो कि एकछिन एउटा पानी हाल्ने हो कि, द्याट्स इनफ। धेरैमा तपाईँ 20 to 30 मिनट्स एक्सर्साइज गर्नुहोस्, त्यसले फेरि मस्तिष्क र शरीरको सम्बन्ध राम्रो बनाउँछ, जसले गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो फेरि के हुन्छ, हाम्रो चाहिँ सहने क्षमता बढ्छ, रेजिलियन्स बढ्छ, एन्ड वी क्यान टलरेट। सो हामीले आफ्नो भावनामा, व्यवहारमा, सोचमा बेटर नियन्त्रण राख्न सक्छौँ। So let us do an activity. I would request everyone to let's join me for an activity. एउटा सिम्पल डिप ब्रिदिङको एक्सर्साइज गरौँ हामी सबैजना। What do you guys say? Shall we do an activity?
Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah. So हामी सबैजनाको जो उपस्थित हुनुहुन्छ भिडियो अन गर्न मिल्छ? बच्चाहरू, प्यारेन्ट्सहरू सबैजना सँगै बसौँ। I can see some pretty faces. Okay, that's great. सँगै बसौँ। बस्दाखेरि चाहिँ ढाडलाई चाहिँ हामी आफ्नै भरमा राखौँ। सो हामी केहीसँग अडेस नलागिकन बसौँ। लेट्स बी स्ट्रेट, इरेक्ट। पलेटी कसेर बसे पनि हुन्छ, कुर्सीमा बसे पनि हुन्छ, सजिलो गरी बस्नुहोस्, तर एकअर्कासँग नछुनुहोस्। ओके, सो यसमा अब हातलाई चाहिँ घुँडामाथि राख्नुहोस्, तपाईँहरूको घुँडामाथि राख्नुहोस् र यो खुल्ला राख्नुहोस्, यस्तै राख्नुहोस्, हत्केलाहरूलाई माथिपट्टि फर्काएर राख्नुहोस्। हजुर, अब सबैजनाले चाहिँ एकचोटि हामी लामो सास लियौँ। सासलाई भित्रै रोकौँ, छाती भित्रै राखौँ, 5 गरौँ। 1 2 3 4 5, रिलिज इट। यो छोड्दाखेरि चाहिँ मुखबाट छोड्दा पनि हुन्छ। एकचोटि फेरि गरौँ है त, सँगै गरौँ हामी सबैजना। लेट्स टेक अ डिप ब्रेथ, होल्ड गरौँ, 5 गरौँ। 1 2 3 4 5, लेट्स रिलिज इट। भेरी गुड, लेट्स डु इट। सबैजना सँगै गरौँ, सबैले आफै 5 चोटि गरौँ त, आफैले गनेर 5 7 5 5 चोटि गरौँ आफैले। Shall we start? ल, ओके। सो कस्तो फिल भइरहेछ तपाईँहरूलाई अहिले?
Are you relieved?
या सो यसले के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि हाम्रो मस्तिष्कलाई चाहिँ एक्स्ट्रा अक्सिजन दिन्छ के जुन हामी नकारात्मक तनावहरूमा हुन्छौँ नि यसले चाहिँ 5 चोटि हामीले गर्दैमा अलिकति भए पनि प्रेसरलाई कम गर्यो भनेको अब राम्रो सञ्चार भयो यदि तपाईहरुले एकदमै तनाव छ गाह्रो भइराछ भने तुरुन्तै तपाईहरुले यो 5 देखि 10 चोटि मात्रै गर्नुभयो भने पनि तनाव कम हुन्छ र फेरि हामीले केही कार्यहरू गर्न सक्छौं अब हामी अर्को एउटा एक्टिभिटी गर्छौं यो चाहिँ सबै अब अहिले हामीले यो गर्यौं हैन अब सबै बालबालिका र अभिभावकहरूले चाहिँ एउटा म अर्को पिक्चर फेरि यही स्लाइडमा शेयर गर्छु हजुरले यो चित्र हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ सबैजनाले हेर्न सक्नु भएको
छ हेरिरहेको छु
ओके द्याट्स ग्रेट ल अब अघि हामी लामो सास लियौं फेरि अघि जस्तै सहज ठाउँमा बसौं एउटा अर्को एक्सरसाइज गरौं सबैजना सहज रूपमा बसौं फेरि अनि भिडियो अन गर्नु होला ओके अब हामी सबैजनाले कागती निचारा जस्तो यसरी बेसरी मुठी कसौं हो र 10 गनौं है त 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 छोड्दिउँ ल फेरि रिपिट गरौं हातलाई स्ट्रेट गर्नुस् अनि मुठी कसौं दुईटै हातले कागती निचारा जस्तो अब फेरि 10 गनौं 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 थ्यांक यू लेट्स गो टु द सेकेन्ड स्टेप अब बिरालोले जिउ तन्का जस्तो है त अब यहाँ मसँग अलिकति ठाउँ छ हैन तपाईहरु पनि आफ्नो ठाउँ त्यसरी म भन्छु अनि मात्र चित्र जस्तो गर्नु पर्दैन म सिकाउँछु त्यो बुझ्नलाई मात्र हो बच्चाहरुलाई अभिभावकलाई हामीले बुझ्नको लागि त्यो चित्र राखेको हो अब हातलाई यसरी गर्ने खुट्टालाई सिधा राख्ने हातलाई यस्तो अनि खुट्टालाई सिधा गर्नुस् हो अब 10 गरौँ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 छोड्दिउँ ओके लेट्स डु इट वन्स अगेन फेरि तन्काऊ हातलाई तन्काऊ खुट्टालाई पनि तन्काऊ ओके 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 थ्यांक यू भेरी मच अब फेरि हामीले यो कछुवालाई हेर्न सक्छौं कछुवाले के गर्छ घाँटी नुकाउँछ नि है दे टक यो सोल्जरले घाँटीलाई छुनुस् यसरी कुमले कानलाई छुने यस भेरी गुड लेट्स काउन्ट इट 10 अगेन 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 there you go that's great let's do it together again ready 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 that's great okay so अब चाहिँ हामी बाइट गर्छौं ठूलो स्याउ खा जस्तो ऐयो गर्ने तर अब आँखा पनि चिम्लिने है त रेडी 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 thank you let's do it once again फेरि ठूलो स्याउ टोके जस्तो गर्नुस् ऐयो गर्नुस् 1 2 अनि राखिराख्ने बाबु ऐयो गरेर राखिराख्ने yes okay 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 done that's great okay एकचोटी फेरि लामो सास लियौं अलिकति जिउ थाकेको अनुभव होला मासुहरु तन्किया होला सो एकचोटी फेरि लामो सास लियौं हामी एकचोटी आनन्दले सास लियौं रोकौं अघि जस्तै 5 गरेर बिस्तारै छोडौं फेरि गरौं भेरी गुड ल अब नाकमा झिंगा बस्यो भने हातले नधपाइकन नाक बिगार्ने यस्तो नाक बिगार्ने सबैजनाले हो अब 10 गरौँ फेरि 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 very good let's do it once again फेरि नाक बिगारौं झिंगा बसेको छ एकदमै फोरी झिंगा छ सबैजनाले 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 thanks okay let's go to elephant हात्ती सबैले हेरेछ नि है हात्ती जस्तो ठुलो पेट बनाउनु पर्यो है मेरो पेट देखिन्छ कि देखिँदैन यत्रो ठुलो बनाउने बुढीलाई भकुण्ड जस्तो बनाउने हो सबैजना ठुलो पेट बनाउनुस् फेरि काउन्ट गरौँ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 ल फेरि गरौँ फेरि भकुण्ड जस्तो बनाऊँ ठुलो हात्तीको जत्रो पेट बनाऊँ फेरि गरौँ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 very good okay let's do the last step मा चाहिँ खुट्टालाई भुइँमा राख्नुस् भुइँमा छुनुस् okay I guess I can show you my feet देखिन्छ मेरो खुट्टाहरू okay भुइँमा राखौं अनि खुट्टाको औँलालाई यस्तो बनाउनु खुट्टाको औँलालाई चाहिँ यस्तो बनाउनु भित्र तान्ने हो च्याप भेरी गुड अब 10 गरौँ फेरि 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 भेरी गुड छोड्दिनुस् तपाईले उठेर पनि गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ है बस्नै पर्छ भन्ने छैन उठेर औँलालाई भित्र गर्न पनि सक्नुहुन्छ जसरी हजुरहरुलाई सजिलो हुन्छ त्यसरी गरे पनि हुन्छ लेट्स डु इट वन्स अगेन खुट्टाको औँलालाई भित्र तानौं यस्तो बनाऊं अनि 10 गरौँ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 very good okay so we have done this that's great thank you very much so यो एक्सरसाइज ले चाहिँ फेरि अघि जस्तै हाम्रो मस्तिष्क त्यो लामो सास प्रश्वासले चाहिँ तुरुन्तै असर गर्छ गाह्रो हुने बित्तिकै गरिहाल्ने जस्तै हामी बस्दा हिँड्दा एकदमै गाह्रो भयो भनेपछि यो एक्सरसाइज सुतेर बसेर गर्नुभयो भने त्यसले गर्दा त्यसले पनि तपाईको तनावलाई कम गर्छ यो चाहिँ तपाईले आफ्नो बच्चाहरुसँग बिहान र बेलुका 10 मिनेट गर्नुभयो भने झन् राम्रो हुन्छ सो अरु टेक्निकहरु के छ भन्दाखेरि टाइम म्यानेजमेन्ट हामीले आफ्नो समयलाई चाहिँ सदुपयोग गर्नु पर्यो मिलाउन पर्यो सो हामीले आफ्नो समय केका लागि दिने जस्तै अब अहिले अनलाइन घरबाटै कति जनाको काम हुन्छ भनेपछि परिवारको लागि टाइम मिलाउनु पर्यो आफ्नो एउटा फ्रीको समय निकाल्न पर्यो त्यो सँगसँगै आफ्नो परिवारसँग चाहिँ अलिकति नजिकिने बन्ड राम्रो होस् भनेर जस्तै आफ्नो जीवनको कथाहरु हुन सक्छ उहाँहरुको कुराहरु सुन्ने अरूसँगै केही पकाउने अब जस्तै कहिलेकाहीँ ल आज केही नभए भने बाहिर त अब बाहिर जान सकिन्न भने घरैमै केही बनाउने हो कि रोटी बनाउने कि ल बाबु आऊ आज पिठो मुस्ने और हामी सबैजना ल श्रीमतीसँग गएर किचनमै काम गर्ने हो कि म काट्दिन्छु तरकारी सो दैट बन्ड राम्रो होस् त्यस्तै फन गेम्सहरु बच्चाहरुसँग जस्तै गेम्सहरु खेलौं जस्तै लुकामारी हुन सक्छ लंगडी हुन सक्छ हुफिङहरु हुन सक्छ और केही नभयो भने जस्तै रेसहरु हुन सक्छ गाडीहरु थुप्रै या हामीसँग पहिला गुच्चा हुन्थ्यो गुच्चाहरु बनाएर खेल्न सकिन्छ अब अहिले त पाउँदैन गुच्चा नभए हान्ने हुन्छ क्यारम बोर्डहरु हुन सक्छ लुडोहरु हुन सक्छ सो त्यो गेमहरुलाई चाहिँ हामी रुटिनमा राखौं कुन बेला के खेल्ने भनेर अनि आफ्नो एउटा रुचिहरुलाई चाहिँ जस्तै कसैलाई खाना मन पर्छ कसैलाई गाउन मन पर्छ कसैलाई नाच्न मन पर्छ भने त्यो कुरालाई प्रायोरिटी दिने सबैको फरक हुन्छ सबैको एउटै हुन्छ भन्ने छैन कसैलाई गीत गाउन मन पर्ला कसैलाई चित्र कसैलाई कविता वाचन मन पर्ला कसैलाई कथा लेख्न मन पर्ला त्यो चाहिँ सिकम र हामी आफ्नो बच्चालाई पनि बोल्ने एउटा मौका दिउँ बच्चाहरुसँग थुप्रै उनीहरुको अनुभवहरु हुन्छ जुन चाहिँ उनीहरु शेयर गर्न रुचाउँछन् हामी आफ्नो जीवनको कुराहरु पनि भन्ने एउटा मौका हो त्यसले के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि हाम्रो सम्बन्धहरु झन् प्रगाढ भएर जान्छ हामीले जति प्रगाढ भयो त्यति सजिलो हुन्छ अनि घरका काममा चाहिँ बच्चा बच्ची हजुरहरु सबैजना चाहिँ इन्भल्भ हुनुस् जस्तै सफा नै गर्नु छ भने ल आज बाबुले एउटा सानो कुर्सी सक्ने उमेर जति है उमेर हेरेर अब सानै बच्चा छ ल बाबुले रुमाल यसो लगेर उतै हाल्देऊ न त भन्न त सकिन्छ सो ही फिल्स लाइक उले केही काम गर्यो केही हेल्प गर्यो अनि आफूलाई पनि ओ मेरो बाबु नानीले त कस्तो राम्रो काम गर्दै रहेछ आफूले पनि काम गर्यो कोठा सफा भयो सो स्यानिटाइजेसन पनि मेन्टेन भयो अनि बच्चाहरुलाई आफूलाई चाहिँ जस्तै त्यही अघि भने जस्तो म्युजिक आर्ट डान्सिङ जे गर्न मन लाग्छ हजुरहरु प्लिज तर गर्नुस् अनि यति भएर पनि तपाईलाई अलि गाह्रो भयो असहज भयो भनेपछि यहाँ चाहिँ मैले नम्बरहरु राखिदिएको छु हजुरहरुलाई यो चाहिँ कतिवटा टोल फ्री नम्बरहरु छ अनलाइन सेवा छ जसमा तपाईहरुले फोन गरेर चाहिँ मज्जाले तपाईहरुले चाहिँ सहयोग लिन सक्नुहुन्छ सो एकदमै गाह्रो भयो अहिले सिकाएको टेक्निकहरुले काम गरेन एकदमै डर भयो छटपटी भयो निन्द्रै लागेन हैन एकदमै रिसाउन थाल्यो बच्चाहरुले अलिक गाह्रो हुन थाल्यो भनेपछि यो फोनमा हजुरले फोन नम्बरहरुमा सम्पर्क गरेर चाहिँ सेवाहरु चाहिँ अनलाइन लिन सक्नुहुन्छ सो अहिलेलाई मेरो यति नै छ सो तपाईहरुमा अब हामी डिस्कसनमा जान्छौं आई होप सर विल टेक अस लिड यो नम्बर एक्चुअली तपाईहरुले टिप्नुस् कसैलाई चाहिन्छ भने यो स्वास्थ्य मन्त्रालयको हो त्यो नभए स्लाइड मेबी हामी त्यो गर्न सक्छौं शेयर गर्न सक्छौं अध्ययन स्कुलसँग हामी मिलेर लिफफ्रगसँग मिलेर हामी तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ त्यो उपलब्ध पनि गराउन सक्छौं
Thank you so much, Mr. Shah. It was really wonderful presentation. हामीलाई एकदमै रिलिफ पनि भयो अलि रिल्याक्स पनि भयो यो गर्दाखेरि है मलाई पनि आफ्नो मेरो कतिपय क्वेरीजहरु थियो त्यो पनि तपाईले आन्सर गरिदिनु भयो क्वेशन सोध्नु भन्दा अगाडि नै हैन अब so we have a lot of questions which has been submitted prior हैन हामीले फर्म बाँड्दाखेरि नै धेरै क्वेशन्सहरु आएको छ सो म त्यो क्वेशन्सहरु पढ्न गइरहेको छु र हजुरले भन्नुभएको जस्तै हाम्रो यो प्रेजेन्टेसनको स्लाइड्सहरु चाहिँ हामी सबैलाई अवेलेबल गराउँछौं ओके सो म हजुरलाई फर्स्ट क्वेशन पढ्न गइरहेको छु सो यसमा चाहिँ धेरै जस्तो स्ट्रेसको कुरा टिचर्सहरुले पेरेन्ट्सहरुले र स्टुडेन्ट्सहरुले गर्नु भएको छ है ल फर्स्ट क्वेशन इज how can teachers cope with their stress during this crisis and role of teachers when schools reopen especially for kids under 6
now see the thing is if it's under 6 now first of all we all are human being let's go to that basic thing abnormal situation ma stress aunu swabhawik kura ho now let's go to the role shift since we are doing now from home basically and these kids like below 6 they'll be very restless it's very hard to get them controlled so we need to be very innovative and creative at the same time but having said that we need to have a plan how can we conduct the classes as a teacher at the same time now we being a teacher now you're being at home you're not 24 as just a teacher so a teacher matra hunu hundaina I mean like you are like maybe daughter your wife you are like a friend or I don't know like how you have been staying so the role confusion jun shift huncha त्यसको लागि पहिला फेरि time management is very important and at the same time we have to take care for ourselves by taking our these exercises will help you then we have to manage our time let's spend some quality time talk to your friends and for teachers those who are below 6 and all the teachers I would like to request to have your tiffin time huन्थ्यो नि पहिला हाम्रो tiffin time where we used to talk to each other and then have a good bonding we used to not talk about student and all the things we used to talk like sharing huन्थ्यो नि so if you share with your friends and others that is really something can help you and always ask for help if you are feeling difficult like let's say children are being we cannot expect children to sit around for like 30 minutes for below 6 years they will roam around they'll come to you but we can also not hold it for like let's say 9 to 3 so we need to be like creative so we need to have a plan where we can engage them like let's say if we are going to teach for example I'm not that good teacher I'm just giving an example let's say if we have like to teach the name of colors for like let's say 4-year kid so why do we need to say okay this is the color chart here is red blue green why don't we say okay go to your mom or dad and find out 5 colors and bring it to me and give them 20 minutes 15 minutes or how much time you want to give so that they'll come up with their own and then we can have a discussion kind of thing so I guess if we have this kind of thing a bit plan for like how to engage involve parents give them tasks with the guidance and supervision of parents because now at present we can ask help with parents as well and please have gratitude on yourself like please congratulate and thank yourself that what kind of job you guys are doing so you guys are building the nation you guys are making someone's life better every day so we are doing such a great job so let's pat ourselves I think this is it and if this like it goes out of control then I told you there are numbers I'll give you my numbers we can sit and talk about it
thank you Mr. Shah there's another question it says how can we include underprivileged children Shouldn't technology be able to reach more people and be more advanced and neutral than our traditional education system?
Yeah, that's an interesting question again. Now, for underprivileged children, what we have done is we have tried to link. So let's say there are different home organization holes, and let you inform you all that now the government has decided that none of the children will be on the street. So that's a good news for us. At least there are some organization who is taking care of. But having said that, it's not always necessary that this organization has the manpower that needs that they support for all these kind of children at this moment. So what we do is we have this toll-free number, we have hotline numbers. So we organize session like this, and we help it through like whatever means we can. Let's say if they don't have technology, then we ask some like donor like UNICEF is there or others to help if they are available or who are available to fund them. So in that way, we try to like link more for the services, and we try to reach out those people. Like I remember this interesting case of Siraha. This guy was like having this continuous muscle twitching and all. We call it like anxiety symptom briefly. बुझ्नको लागि एकदमै डराउने आत्तिने बच्चा चाहिँ मम्मी बाबा एकदमै आत्तिनु भयो अब सिराहामा बस्ने हस्पिटलहरू सबै बन्द छ सो वे क्यान दे गो अहिले हस्पिटल त्यहाँबाट उहाँहरू जनकपुर आउनु भएको छ जनकपुर आउँदाखेरि दे वर लाइक चेक्ड बाई पुलिस दे वर थ्रेटेन्ड बाई पुलिस and they were abused and all kind of languages. I don't want to say that this is a fault of our professionals like suraksha bal ko galti hoina, but like he needs to come. So what we did now, there was not a child specialist in that Janakpur hospital. So there we talked to a psychiatrist, there was a psychiatrist, and then we talked through this internet, through his phone. So we try to do this kind of linkage, and that was like really satisfactory for us. Like we could help our children, and on top of that, we could not we couldn't we were happy to like not disappoint the parent who like travel almost like 100 kilometers and without any like transportation, who was on cycle or I don't know whether feet. So if they made 100 kilometers, why can't we make like some technology available for them? And that was like really fruitful. So we are trying to reach out for all those kind of children and adolescents. And if you find someone like that, you can pass the numbers, so you can ask the organizations that are working, so we can link more people.
Thank you. Here's another question submitted in advance. What treatments are available for COVID-19? Is hand sanitizer effective against it? Can anybody have a wide risk of having COVID-19 if they vape or smoke tobacco?
Yeah, that's an interesting question again. This is again next interesting question. So far, we don't have this medicine as such. They have been treating underlying of like flu. So we have like preventive medicines like flu, what like common cold and other does. But on top of that, hand sanitizer kills the germ that is present in our hand. So major mode of transmission is hand according to research, because we use a hand to eat, and it goes to our mouth, and then it goes to our respiratory. So we don't want to be a carrier. So not to be a carrier, we use a sanitizer. By mistake, let's say if I go like I have to go to hospital and we need to go through our service, but if I touch something, that means now I may be carrying germs. So if I use sanitizer, what happens is now the germs may be dead, and I be safe enough not to be a carrier. Now, the people who are using nicotine and others, they always has this problem with their lungs. Basically, that affects our respiratory system. So they have weak respiratory system. Once the body is already weak, it's easier for viruses to attack. Like, let me give this example of like when we keep यो भान्साघरमा हामीले कहिलेकाहीँ यो पाउरोटी अनि तरकारीहरू हुन्छ नि, बाहिर राखौँ एक दुई दिनको लागि कुहिन्छ। फर्स्ट टाइम अलिअलि कुहिएको हुन्छ, एक दिन मात्र छोडौँ त्यो पुरै तरकारी चाहिँ सर्वस्व पुरै गलिसकेको हुन्छ। सो त्यो बिग्रेको तरकारीलाई जति एक्सपोज गर्यो त्यति बिग्रिन्छ भन्न खोजेको हो। So those people who are like consuming nicotine and other things, they're like their system is already like a bit down. So again, so they'll be having more probability for that.
Thank you. I've got an interesting question over here. It's submitted through the webinar. We parents are getting irritated at everything. Is this because we are spending the whole time together and had enough, or all this is because of the pandemic stress?
Thank you, Neeravji. It's a wonderful question. And again, it's all because there is certain part of stress in us. अलिकति तनाव चाहिँ definitely हुन्छ. And then thing what we want is we want our child to be like more control, but at the same time whether we are giving them enough engagement thing or not. And then I told we discussed about this routine thing. Are we having routine or not? If we see everything going all the time, the kid is around and roaming around, you will be irritated and grumping because you want them to be quiet, you want to have your own time. That's where it's nice to get irritated at some time, but we need to have a clear engagement and routine of how we are going to spend our time. So if we have some plans for ourselves, small time, if your kids is like below 6, then we can give them tasks in that age group. If there is like it's in adolescence and other thing, and please don't use more higher amount of electronic gadgets. That will increase your irritability, and your patience will be tested all the time. And it goes same with your children. So instead of like engaging in like activities work, if we are engaged with cell phones, television, laptop, computer, then again will we already have our patients at the zero ground level. And if child does something, will be at like completely over on top of him or her. So first of all, let's separate our responsibility as a parents, what we should be doing as a parents. Let's determine what are the activities he or she shall be continuing in a day, and let's give them some fun games, spend our time, and also have our time. So what you want to do, what are the fun activities you want to do, and like with your wife or whoever is around. So let's have this quality time differences. So at the same time, you have family time, you have individual time, and so the space check and balance will be there. And I guess that will be more helpful.
Okay, here's a question. I think a lot of parents would like to know about this. How can a parent be a friend, guide, motivator, and a counselor at the same time for adolescents?
We cannot be all the thing at the same time, but we do perform all these roles. That's why I said we need to be clear on what kind of role we are going on. So if we have to we need to have a time or a moment where we need to be a parent, where we need to be strict with the rules, where we need to be very loving and caring. We need to know those things. So I guess we all know where we need to be like as a parents, where we be very loving and caring, and where we need to be a bit like, okay, this is no means no. That's like limit setting. At the same time, at times we need to provide or teach them. So maybe like you have to know what you want to teach to your child. Now you cannot say, okay, I'm getting up at 7 and then I can expect my child to get up at 6. We cannot have that expectations because it's a good habit or something like that. So again, individual differences is there. So parent has to like be a role model on these things. So you need to like what are you doing and how you're doing, but not disturbing your own routine. So guidance means where you want to provide it. So we have to look into those things about what kind of guidance. If counseling means you got to listen, we always do that role, I guess. As a parents, we got to listen, understand our child. At times we get disturbed. And most important, please remember the age of your children and gender as well. So both according to gender and age, there will be different reaction at different age level. Suppose if you have two children, both of different age, then you cannot expect both of them behaving the similar way. Your younger child may be different, your elder child, and if you compare, again, that's a blunder. So we have to be very careful on what we want to teach. If you are putting both the children together and you are teaching something, that means it's going in two different directions. One may grasp it, one may not grasp it. So that's where we have to be very clear and specific on what we are going to do on our role. So if you're a parental role, are we in the teacher role? Are we in the counselor role? So let's separate that, and please take care of age and gender.
Okay, I've got another question. It says, we noticed that children use a lot of hand sanitizer and liquid soap many times a day, affecting young children. Is there any other option for it?
Yeah, first of all, let's educate the child when to use and when not to use. First of all, that's very important for our children. And also, if there is more use, that even the germs and other they're like always good and bad bacteria. So we don't want our friendly bacteria to die. I mean, in that sense. But there are other options, like we need to wash our hand whenever we go out, or when we are touching something from external object, not internal one. If we are at home, we don't need to do that. But if we are like eating, or we are after we come out after bathroom and something, we need to. So teach the child not to be afraid like 24/7. So many times it's parents anxiety and parents copying as well. Like if parents does all the time this, they'll copy it whether they know it or not. So many times we need to provide the education to them and to parents as well. So it's not having more like if you wash 20 times then you'll be safe. It's not like that. It's about like having precautions. Let's take it. And and again, when you're going out and when you're coming, then we can have this use. But there's no alternative as such for now, so far as I know. But the best thing is to wash our hand.
So there's another question. It says, what could be the basic and practical points which we need to think and apply while we are in these pandemic situation?
Yeah,
How
first
to
thing,
be,
yeah.
sorry, how to be safe from COVID-19? Will warm weather stop the outbreak of COVID-19? And how long will the COVID-19 last?
Well, in the beginning, they say that temperature has an effect on virus, but later on it came false. Temperature doesn't have anything to do with the virus for now. Now, how long this COVID will stay? It's like a virus. So virus always stays. But the thing is like, how can we be safe? So we don't have an appropriate answer for how long it's gonna be. But it's gonna be for there. But it's our resistance system that will be like immune system that will fight with it, because there is always millions of germs, bacteria, viruses present in whatever we are breathing in, but we are still surviving. Now, there was a second portion of question which I missed out. Sorry, can you tell me the second portion?
Um, so the second question was how to be safe from
Oh yeah,
COVID-19.
yeah. So the precaution measure which we all have asked. Let's stay home. Let's go out only when needed. Once we go out, let's take care like use of proper mask, cover your hair, your eyes if possible with the specs, and try to decrease your social interaction. You have to decrease social distancing, not social interaction. You can talk to them and all those things, maintaining certain distance, or you have phone and online and all this stuff. Once you go out, you carry some stuff, keep it for out so for some time. Please put your clothes outside and wash your hand, and like those minor uh, precaution stuff we can take it. And uh, and please have like immune. Please take care of your body, like eat healthy lifestyle again. Sleep on time, eat on time, and then do the exercise. That will help you to maintain your immune system, and that's how I guess we can preserve ourselves.
Okay, there's another question. It says, how to make the children engaged during the pandemic as they cannot go out and parents are busy with their own work?
Yeah, again, that's interesting thing. See, engagement means what you want to do. It's what you can do anything with your child. Anything means like you want to just make, let's say you want to cook. So you can engage the child by giving some responsibility to them according to age. If it's like below 6, you can ask them to make some toys. They'll be more than happy to make a toy, or like a small man figure, or like let's say some shape and something like that. If they're above 6 to 12 age group, so you can involve them like let's learn to cook. What do you want to cook today? And we assist them instead of like giving them a leadership. And if it's adolescents, I'm carrying this cooking example, so give them all the freedom and just make them available for what ingredients they'll need. But again, having said that, we'll be always like a guidance. We'll look for it. So we can plan everything that you see around can be a part of engagement. So please divide the time. When is this like sports time? When is it like movie time? When is it like study time? When is it like they can have internet or mobile for like, I don't know, or when they can play? When can they have the communication time? So if we fix this time, I guess that will be pretty easy. And most important thing is, please find out what your child likes to do. So every child is indifferent. Like some child will love to draw. It's wonderful. Let's make them available for drawing stuff. Some child loves to dance. let's make some videos, or like let's rehearse with them. Or somebody loves to like cook, or someone loves to read, let's make them available for the books if possible, or if not, online books are available. So like, you need to understand, and you can always have 1 hour for like communicating and discuss about something. So if you see, it's so like easily we can like, or you can involve them in like cleaning pots, you can involve them in cooking, you can involve them in washing. So it's like you giving them in charge, and you follow their footsteps. In that, they'll learn a lot of life skills, and when you share, and there will be a strong bond as well. So it's about like you allow the child to do what he or she wants to do with proper precautions and guidance.
Okay, there's another question. It says, how can we teach children to frequently wash their hands to ensure hand hygiene and respiratory hygiene?
And we need to make them understand why we are doing that first. So children won't do it unless they don't understand it. So we have a lot of stories which shows that why we need to do it. So we all want to be safe, and if you ask your children, they will be very intelligent, and they'll ask you and they'll give you answer. So you need to so many times put reminder so that they can do those stuff. And that's what is the challenge, like especially those who have like less than 6 years of old, because they'll forget now and then, and they want to go out here and there. So we need to make them understand, make some fun activities at home. Fun activities means what they like to do. Like if they like to play with the ball, footballs, or some small balls, we can start playing right there. So but have limitations and tell them like we are doing this for this time, not for all this time. And once they are played, now let's go see, our hands are dirty, there may be germs, so we can use and we need to clean, let's go and clean together, kind of thing. We can make like educate them properly why we are doing that.
Okay, there's an interesting question over here. It says, sir, if the COVID victims do not increase in coming up days and the government permits to resume the school, should I be scared to send my ward to school?
uh, we have to be scared, that anxiety that as a parents I can understand. But if this everything is has come down normal, and like and if we are sending to school now, we have to be careful on for the safety measures that has to be applied at school. So I guess I can understand the infection is so common, like anybody can be carrier. So at that point of time, school, community, teachers, parents, these all have, if they take the responsibility, once it goes back and comes down to normal, I think that will be pretty safe. And I guess all of us are waiting for those things. So we need to be very safe, and then we can be relaxed at the same time. I don't think that we have to worry much after that phase.
Okay, I have a stress question over here.
Mhm.
It says, why am I getting too emotional? No control on tears. I get emotional without any reason.
Yeah, that's where we are affected by negativity. So that's a clear sign. If it's more than 2 weeks, that means we are having some kind of disturbances. Like it might have turned to like some kind of minor depression or anxiety kind of thing. So I guess for that, after like these techniques which we have shared today, if it doesn't work, then we can have a session. There are a number which I have made available, so we can talk to any number which you feel free, and that will be helpful.
Uh, Thank you, Mr. Shah. There's another question. It says, there's a lot of parents who've asked this question. It says, how to address use of gadgets during so much free time for kids, best solution to minimize online games. And I've also have one of the participants who says that uh, their son is very aggressive while playing the games.
Yeah, this goes through now if they go into addiction level. Now, see again, if I have just internet and I'm doing nothing, then what is my end thing? I'll end up like using internet. So the thing is like, how is that our child gets enough time to use it, and have we limited that time or not? First thing, let's limit the timeline. 1 to 2 hours for now is fair enough, no problem. But now 2 hours is gone in 12 hours, that means 10 hours is still left. So 10 hours, let's say 2 hours here, then eating and then. Now let goes down to 8 hours. 8 hours, if they're having online classes and all those stuff, that means they're gone to 4 hours, 6 hours left. So in 6 hours, they may be having some work. If we divide, it'll be 4 hours. And if we include any of like family time or any one hobbies that will increase, or we just play, then there won't be enough time for the kids. Or we introduce book, dancing, music, anything. I don't see the space, literally. But the thing is, that's where comes the importance of structure routine. So we need to identify where is my children getting extra time. Can he or she be engaged in some task or not? It's all about engagement. Let me come to the second question about being aggressive is that is in the addiction level. So again, the mind gets trained in such a way that when you're playing internet games, mobile games, or you're using gadgets, you don't need to invest energy. You don't need to concentrate. And we lose, our mind gets trained not to have patience. I can swipe my game, I can restart it, it's in like my control. So if I'm not able to control my daily life, but I'm able to control one dimension, that will lead more frustration. And that frustration turns into the emotion and the way of expression. So if he has or she has learned, it's a son, I guess, if he has learned to express anger and his demands are fulfilled, anger will be increased. That's like he is unintentionally using anger as one of his, like, let's say, weapon, we can say, a temper tantrum. So because of which he's able to fulfill his demands, maybe. Or he might be in addiction level of internet gaming, which he is not able to understand. And if he's not able to cope up with it, there's again, we discuss all these three parts, its way of behavior, emotion, or cognition way of coping at. So they'll be very aggressive. So in all this case, we need to have a proper routine, engagement, activities, and also the responsibility for teach, I mean, like children. So in that way, we'll have our decrement of mobile use.
Okay, there's an interesting question, and I have the same question as well. So it says,
Mhm.
does COVID-19 transmit from food? Can mosquitoes spread the virus?
Yeah, now see, mosquito so far research has not said mosquito will spread the COVID so far. So we are safe side. Regarding food, yes, if the person with whom we are having food is infected, then he is a carrier. And if we take the food from that person particularly, of course, there is a high probability for transmission from food. But if we are using cooked food, if it is cooked above 60 degrees, the maximum number of virus is dead. So we don't have to worry for that part. We have to worry only when we are like having a food like outside our home and the person is infected and we are having together. Or we are buying vegetables or any like veg, non-veg item where the person is infected. But if we're not cooking it, we're using it raw, then there is like problem because infected any like wherever there is a objects and if it's in contact with virus, that will be a mode of transmission.
So the other question is, what precautions should I take for small kids aged 3 to 12 years old to keep them safe? What do
Three
you
two.
suggest to the kindergarten to focus on uh, to have a safer environment for each child?
See, the thing is, what we can provide is an environment where they can grow. And see, for those age group, parents are like their superhero. It's like Superman. The dads are like Superman, and the moms are like Wonder Woman. So if they are calm, composed, and they feel like if they give the environment and confidence, they'll nurture in the same way. But again, like last time when we said precautions, like the same precautions goes for as the adult for now. So we need to like if we are going outside along with the kid, so we make sure that there are not enough like contact with the person, decrease the social interaction. Let's have precautions like gloves, mask, goggles if possible. And once we are getting back to home, let's make sure we are cleaning, putting our clothes outside. So these simple measures can be helpful. But within the home, let's have the environment where we don't allow this. anxiety virus or depression virus to, or stress virus to take over rather than COVID.
Okay, here's an interesting question. It's for SEE students. For SEE students who are uncertain about their exams, how do we balance and manage patient anxiety when we are also trying to manage our own?
Yeah, that's where we have to look that curve that I share with you all. We have to use a positive statement. We should not be using that, okay, now you're like, let's say your whole year gonna be like blah blah, you know. See, the possibility is they have studied, they have done the hard work, their labor won't be like going to be failed or something like that. But the pressure that is created by like expectation of society, teachers, school, we need to make it like, okay, you do your best and we'll support you kind of environment. And we should not be like having the negative mind. We don't want to feed them negativity like, okay, now your exams won't be there and you have to like study again whole year. So we need to like balance our, we have to use their anxiety to increase their performance. So there may be possibility. There are like news, confirmed news is that once the this COVID-19, so far COVID-19 lockdown will be open, after 3 weeks there will be examinations. So they will have enough time to prepare as well, and there might be the time where they won't be infected at the same time. But having said that, if we feed our anxiety to the children, see now that this is going to be end and blah blah, then that would be a dangerous sign. So we need to talk to them, adolescents, understand their perspective. Which zone are they? Are they taking care of themselves or not? Let's go to the basic again: sleep, appetite, exercise, and then having a routine and motivate them for like, okay, we have enough time. Let's take the positive side. You have enough time. You can still prepare and you can secure like 90% if there will be exams. If not, government has said that they will all go to grade 11. So none of the ways they have like loss.
Okay, here's a question from the webinar. It
Mhm.
says, is it true that staying indoors for an extended period of time will eventually affect our immune system? As you mentioned, our body are used to interacting with bacteria, viruses. Staying indoors will refrain us from those interactions. Will this in turn make our body weak?
Thing is like depends. See, we are staying inside is to decrease the connection with the virus that is present. But we are not like free from virus or bacteria in any moment of our life. There's always virus bacteria around us. So one way, if we're like we are eating a proper diet and we're exercising, instead of weakening our immune system, we are actually building it. So in that way, if you see, we are getting more stronger, and the possibility is that will be our immune will be much stronger rather than becoming weaker. So there is nothing as such research so far where it shows that we'll have our immune system less just because we're not going outside. It's not like that. Instead, we will be stronger and will be more like a resilient thing.
Okay, it says how to make students engage, especially toddlers, during this pandemic, how to handle pampered children and work stress from home.
Okay, let me answer this in three questions. There are three questions. First of all, pampered means there is like lack of rule setting, and there is more extra secondary gain. Secondary gain for me, what I mean is they're taking benefit out of that pamperness. So let's say how child learns is if they need a chocolate, they will, and the mom says no, the child starts weeping. So now to avoid that weeping, if the mom or dad provides a chocolate or any third person, now child learns is if he weeps, then he gets a chocolate. So whenever he sees or he or she sees a shop, then they start weeping. The mom this time decides not to give, but he will also start showing their temper and tantrums. And if they give it after 20 minutes, next day it will be 1 hour and it goes on increasing. So the thing is, we are not clear on our ground rules for pamperness. So we need to have a very mutual level of limit setting. If we say no means no, value the words first for pamperness. But at the same time, we are not going to like uh, disconnect from everything or say no to everything. We'll just check a balance. So it's like reward and punishment. If they are good to you, you avoid at times, not according to child, but according to you, so that he or she doesn't learn that when you are giving it, because child is also learning at the same time. Then the second question is about how to engage the toddlers. The toddlers are like, they're very new, they're very observant, and they're very excited to learn. They have recently gained the physical development where they can walk, run. They love to go here and there. So it's more easy to engage them in like physical activities. So any physical activities that you will give them, they'll be very interesting on doing. But the thing is, you have to allow the child to lead you, not rather than you been teaching them. So in that, what happens is they will lose the interest and they'll be boring and they will shift on changing whatever, and their attention span is less. So we need to design such activities where there is more involvement of physical activities and allow them to play, and then teach them certain moral lesson at the same time through those means, like simple, like let's say turn taking. So we throw the ball to the child and then they throw to us. So we tell them, it's your turn now, you have to throw me. So they'll learn that, oh, in this game there is a turn playing system. So slowly they'll say, like, if you introduce new rule, okay, we have to play with this ball is to be played with hand. So they'll learn that this is played through hand, this is from leg. So in that way they'll try to learn. So this is a wonderful opportunity to teach them through engagement. So here we need to be very creative and innovative on what we want to teach. If you want to teach moral lessons through like stories, color, so if they use like so many colors, now see your hands are dirty, what should we do? I think we should better wash our hand. So if we go and wash together, then they'll learn that, oh, we have to clean our hand too once we're done. So kind of these things we can do.
Okay, as I already told everyone that we've got a lot of questions and through as many as possible. So there's another question. It says,
I guess your sound is broken, sir. I can barely
other
hear you.
strict and okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's much better, sir.
Can you hear me now? Okay, so it says how to deal with the individuals who don't follow social distancing, travel to other districts and come back in the same community. What advice would you give the people who are not taking pandemic seriously?
Now this is something like policy making thing. As a like per individual and as a good citizen, what we can do is we can make people aware about what is the importance of social distancing and why we should not be traveling, all those things. Now thing is, like, there is lack of education in our communities. So we have been telling about washing hand and all this stuff. Everybody is doing that. But lockdown is something like, if we all might have thought like it's like Nepal banda 5 बजेपछि सबैजना गरेर आए हुन्छ जस्तो. Lockdown means whatever you are in which state, you have to stay there so that you will be safe. At the same time, your family will be safe and your community will be safer. And most importantly, you won't be a carrier of a virus. So here there is like, while we were like, it's a like policy making thing. So my advice would be like, we have to go through this government policy where we need to educate actively to our uh, all our people about why we need to be stay where we need to be, where we are actually. And especially for those people like who is coming from abroad like India and other things, we can't control those things. But what we can control is they can go to home once they are like quarantined and they're safe, so that the community is safe, they are safe, their family member is safe. But that's all in policy making thing. It's what we and you can do is we can inform government, or like let's say if somebody is here who has come recently from somehow from somewhere, we can inform the local authorities that there is some people we need to keep in quarantine. So please help us. So we have certain numbers for that available, which we can find out online, and then I guess that will be the best thing that we can do.
Thank you, Mr. Shah. That's wonderful advice. We do have time for one more question. So final question for the session. And as I've mentioned earlier, we will go through as many questions as we can, and we will try to provide answers to the remaining questions later in the week. So I am a health worker who is working in a front line and parent of 2 kids. I'm maintaining distance with my family at my own home, and I'm very stressed at the moment. How do I cope with it?
Now, the first thing is you are doing a great job being a health professional. We always like the frontline people who are serving to our nation, and we are taking care and saving life. So we should be grateful again and thank you for doing such a wonderful job. But we all can take precautions. So if you feel you have been taking enough precautions, then I don't think there is any part of like being worried that you'll be a carrier. So I don't see, except taking precautions, you need to be staying away from family and all this stuff, because that will give you more anxiety in your parents and you or yourself. So what we can do is we can get all the precautions measures, and if we are feeling suspected, then we can stay away. So if you're not suspected, you're not being in contact of any like person with who is like in quarantine, or let's say who is like infected, like any patients, then I don't think you need to worry as such part in that. But again, when you go home, you can take the primary and extra precautions, like you can put your clothes outside. I guess you might have been available with the PPE. If not, you can ask for one, or you can change all your clothes, take a bath, and then you can go to your family members and something.
Okay, thank you again, Mr. Shah, for taking your time to address everyone today and share your thoughts and insights. So we have come to the conclusion of our webinar today. So thank you everyone who is listening and for joining us today. I do want to remind everyone, please visit Adhyayan School's Facebook page for more updates for the recording of today's webinar as well. Please take care of yourself. Stay safe. Goodbye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.